Hellos, I'm Mirai, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I'm going to share some Love Nikki and Starry Corridor tips with you, opinions on events, suits breakdowns, and more. Today I'm going to teach you how to spot a useful item for Starry Corridor. There's countless amounts of useful items in Love Nikki, and I tried to divide them all into groups. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you about those little groups I made. Category number 1 is pure colored items. Usually in Love Nikki we have either black or white items, but sometimes we can also see items that are blue, yellow, or any other colors. Those items are really useful because you can use black items for creating custom black backgrounds, for custom poses, or if you are cutting somebody's head off, white items for the same purposes, and if you have enough of other colored items, you can use them for the same aim. Also, some of those items can be considered as effect items, but we're going to talk about them a little bit later. And here are examples of using custom black and white background. For example, here I used black items to cover some parts of Nikki to make those wings look like they were cut off. For example, in this post, I used white background to make a custom pose, and as you see, it looks pretty well. At least it looks more natural than if you would cover the rest of Nikki's by some other items, not just the black or white background. Category number 2 is furniture. No need to say much about this. If you have a lot of furniture items, you can create beautiful rooms and even whole houses. Here is my post as example. I used the frame as window, a Barbie box from the pavilion suit as ceiling, bookshelf on the right as wall, and as well on the left I used a little cupboard from Red Nightmare. I used the stairs as floor, decorations from those Winter Girls suits, little beautiful round clock as table, and a chair from Happiness suit. And here's an example of building the house with furniture items. As you see, I used the stairs not in the usual way like in previous post. I use it as roof in this one. So this is from my Instagram. Totally not making anyone to visit it and follow me. Totally not. I am not advertising anything here. Category number 3 is big items. Okay, not all big items are useful, but sometimes they can be really helpful. For example, the bookshelf can be used not only like bookshelf, but also as floor, as ceiling, as wall, and it has countless uses. Other item that I really love is this giant castle. I think it can also go to the category of building and parts of building, but again, we will take a look at this category later. This beautiful castle can be used as background decoration, but also you can rotate it like this and make a road leading you somewhere. There are 2 new big items in our wardrobe. This beautiful snake. I don't really know what for did I get it, but I guess it was my weakness. I wanted to spend my diamonds and I've spent it on this little snake. Okay, it's not little at all, but I think I'll come up with some uses because this part looks like a mountain. Maybe she can be used like mountain or some mythical creatures for posts with monsters and other stuff. Item number 2 I got pretty recently and I still have no idea what for I got this. Is this... I don't actually have any idea what it is. It looks like some clock with roses inside. I think I got this item because it has some beautiful cracked glass effect over here. I think I can use it as some broken glass or other things, plus it has this beautiful green... I don't know again what it is. But okay, I think it will be pretty useful since it can be separated by our favorite glitch. And here it is. I think I used this item yet only for split screen entries. Sadly, I don't have any saved right now, so I cannot show how I use this item. But I think it's pretty obvious. As we're talking about big items, I can't skip this beautiful item from a Hell event that made a comeback recently. I think this beautiful castle would be pretty useful, but yeah, I'm always broken, so I didn't have any ability to get this suit. But if you got this suit, then congratulations, this item is really worth it. Also, as for the second suit, I think it's called Glit Dance. It also has a big item, but I'm not sure how useful it is. So my game's always lagging. As you see, well, I think this box can be used as the whole room, or you can use curtains, or just the floor, but still I see people using it pretty rarely, so I don't know if this suit actually worth 9,000 diamonds. But still, big items can always give you some help, and if you don't have enough items to create a room, you can just take something big and use it instead of room. Category number 4 is effect items. For example, light, smoke, fog, and maybe some color whales and clouds. So, I made something very quickly, some kind of draft, and let's call this draft a room. So as you see, it doesn't look really impressive, but let's just add some effects, okay? For example, we can add this cosmotite item. It's not a V0 item, but okay, let's add it. We don't have a V0 video today, so I can play with some VIP items. Okay, as you see, we already have something that reminds of a mirror. Then we can maybe add some fog. Let me search up for it. Oh, here it is. Add some fog to make the atmosphere darker. And we can also add some fog from the moon item over here to make it look definitely like a mirror and hide some parts we don't want anyone to see. As something else, we can add some light, like this. Rotate the item and put some light above. As you see, the whole mood of the post changed, and in my opinion, it looks a lot more attention catching than it used to, and it looks a lot better. And as something to finish with, we can make the mirror with this item. Just put it. I hate the layering sometimes. It can be pretty uneasy to put all the layers in the correct order. So like this and like this. So we got something that looks like a mirror. Of course, if you are a VIP player and you have this expensive fog from the $100 lucky bag suit called Crane. I'm too scared to pronounce it in the wrong way, but I guess you understood what I'm talking about. The item is called Moonlight on the Fingers, and with this item you can create mirror pretty easily by just using this fog. But again, it's really expensive, so I showed you the way how you can make the mirror with some effects in a cheaper way. You can actually remove this item and it still looks nice. As you see, effects are really useful, and I highly recommend crafting Eternal Stand because this fog is just priceless. Also, pretty sad for those who didn't get this window from the Rose Palace suit because it turned out to be really useful. If you want to see how I actually separated the light from the window, check out my previous video where I showed glitch that helps you to separate items that have layers. Category number 5 is buildings and parts of them. Well, these items can really help you in creating your own houses, landscapes, and other things. Those doors were the only reason why I've spent around 3,000 diamonds on those winter girls, but I'll say that they definitely worth it. Just by using this door, you already create a beautiful post. If we add this castle as the background, you can see something that was made pretty lazy, but still it looks nice. Also, this item is useful too, but I don't find myself using it really much because you can't just put it, you have to put something inside. Also, this lamppost, I found myself using it a lot. I don't know why. I think it's just really pretty and I like seeing it in my posts. So as you see, we made something that looks pretty by using just 3 items. That's why I love buildings and furniture and some outdoor decorations. They can help you create something simple but at the same time pretty and even eye-catching. Category number 6 is simple shaped items. These items usually have a simple shape, for example, a circle or triangle or rectangle. These items are really useful if you are making a build, or actually you can use them anywhere you want. And for example, in this post, I used simple round shaped item as table over here. Also, I used some simple shaped items here to make a build of a shop. Honestly, I don't know if it actually looks like a shop, but I really tried. I'm really bad at making builds, but still I'm learning and I hope soon I'll improve a lot in making this kind of entries. Category number 7. It is nature items. Well, those are basically any kind of trees, grass, fields, even graveyards, flowers, literally anything that can be considered as nature. Why did I put this item here? Well, it technically looks like some glitter, but I use it and other people mostly use it as sand, so I put it in category of nature items. Those items are really useful for creating maybe some outdoor posts or nature posts. Literally anything connected with nature and spending time outside the house. Honestly, I really regret skipping a suit called Singing Field and Dancing Weed because they had really useful grass and field items. And honestly, now I suffer a lot when I'm trying to make any kind of nature entries because those items were just must have. So, congratulations to everyone who got those girls. They were really worth it. And I just gotta wait for them to come back and craft. It might take years, but I think, again, it's worth my diamonds. No matter how much it will take me to craft them, I will craft those girls and finally manage to make beautiful entries with grass, trees, and beauty of nature. Okay, these were all 6 categories I made to sort items that are useful in Starry Corridor. And now, how you can actually figure out how useful this item is. Okay, for example, let's take this beautiful bookshelf. We all know it's useful, but how you can actually figure this out? Well, first of all, this item goes into the category of furniture. Then it also can be put in the category of plain colored items because of this huge wooden colored part. Then it can be also put in the category of big items. So this item goes at least into 3 categories, which means that it is really useful. It has more than 1 or 2 uses. Heading up to the next item. Let's take, for example, this frame. This frame is super useful. Why? Well, first of all, it goes into the category of furniture items. Then also it goes to the category of big items because it's really huge and it takes almost all your screen. Then I think it also goes to simple shaped items and again 3 categories, and this item is super useful. A lot of people use it a lot for different purposes. Okay, let's see something else. For example, this window. This window is less useful than other items. Why? Well, because it simply goes only in two categories, into furniture and buildings and parts of it. So you can't really find a lot of uses, but of course, creativity can find thousands of uses to any item. But still, I rarely use it, mostly only if I need a window somewhere or to make something stupid look like a building. Yeah, I'm still bad at buildings. So, yeah, heading up to any next item. This item, it is huge. It goes to category number 3. Plus, it is building and parts of it because it actually looks like a building. And it also goes into plain colored items because, again, of this huge pink part over here, and into the furniture, of course. So, yes, this item goes in 4 categories. It's really, really, really useful, and I don't regret getting 2 of them for 3,000 diamonds. Rest in peace, my diamonds, my hardly farmed diamonds. So yeah, and for example, who take the item that is not really useful. For example, this Momo. It can be used as effect item if we put it somewhere away from the screen like this, but again, it goes only in one category. The effect from it is really small, so it isn't really useful, but the plus of this item that it costs gold, so you have to just buy it from the shop for few coins. And as for this poodle, it's really not worth it, but still I pulled for it because I love poodles. Even though it's just a decoration, it doesn't have many uses, but still I think it looks pretty, so I got it. Alright, this is everything I wanted to tell you about today. I really hope this video was helpful. As usual, don't forget to look at the description below. There are some interesting information there from me. So yeah, goodbye and have fun!